Are you tired of building the same base you've been living out of for the last who knows how many wipes? Do you want a starter that can easily be expanded into a full main base?
Yeah.
Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with mesothelioma? Well, if you answered yes to any of those questions, you're in luck. Because in this video, I've got 5 uncommon starter bases that will knock the asbestos right out of your lungs. The bases I've got lined up for you range from solo bases to duo trio bases, and maybe even a quad base. If you've got like a little short midget teammate, maybe you can fit them under the workbench or something. All of the bases can be built in stages, so you really only need 2 or 3 stone nodes to get them started. And keep in mind that they're just starter bases. You're meant to modify and make them your own. I'm just giving you ideas so that not everything is the same exact 2x1 or 2x2 expansion. Lastly, I have designed expansions for all 5 of these bases, so if you want to see a full base tutorial for one of these starters, please let me know in the comments. Alright, I've been yapping for long enough. Let me show you the bases. We'll begin with the 2 solo starters, and first we have the Clam. This base has a very small footprint, allowing you to build it almost anywhere. It comes with a classic airlock, has enough space inside for 3 furnaces, up to a level 2 workbench, storage, and a vending machine TC bunker, though that can be replaced with a window if you'd like. To build this base, place a triangle and a square off of it, and surround with walls, placing a double door in this slot. In the triangle, place your TC. Now, depending on whether or not you want a vending machine bunker, the TC triangle is going to be a little bit different. For the vending machine bunker, place your TC in the center of the triangle, and then build a door frame with the hard side facing out. Once you get a vending machine, slide it into the door frame with the back towards you, making sure that it doesn't snap to the door frame. For the window, build a half-height triangle floor frame and place your TC inside. Then, seal it with a window frame with the hard side facing out. I'm going to continue this build with the vending machine bunker, but it really doesn't matter what you decide to build. Coming outside, place a triangle, square, and another triangle. Build the walls and place 2 single door frames here, leaving the inner one wooden. Seal the roof, leaving the triangle above the airlock wood as well to allow for upward expansion. In the corner by the airlock, you can fit your workbench and 3 furnaces next to it. Place down your sleeping bag in the middle, and for the loot room, if you built a vending machine, you can place a shelf and put your boxes down on it, or if you built the window, you can just build a square floor off of the half-height triangle and just build a normal loot room. To expand the space, I'd honeycomb it obviously, and then soft side the wooden parts of the airlock and start expanding upwards. And I'd plug this door frame with a vending machine for a little extra storage. The second solo base is the Hourglass, though some of you may recognize it as the Willjum base. This one doesn't have an airlock or as much storage, but it still has room for 3 furnaces, a workbench, and a few boxes. To build this one, place down 6 triangle foundations in an hourglass shape. Place a double door frame in the middle and close off this half of the base. In this triangle, place your TC against the wall, the furnace next to it. Once that's done, close off the triangle with a window. On the outside, build 4 more walls and seal the roof, leaving one of the triangles open. Place another furnace to act as a jump up and build the entrance. Coming back down, place another wall frame here. On this side, you can put down your workbench, the 3rd furnace, and your sleeping bag. Finally, build a shelf, and put down your boxes. To expand this space, I just honeycomb it and then start building off of the jump up that we already have. Listen up, cocksuckers. This video is sponsored by myself. I'm sponsoring this video. If you enjoy my content and want to support me a little bit, consider becoming a channel member for just $2 a month. That's right, 2 American smackaroonies per 30 days. You get access to, honestly it's not much, but you do get a shout out at the end of the videos, and you get access to some exclusive member only videos like this one.
Darren, listen. I have my finger over the X button to kick you. 3? No, let him do it. It's funny.
Are you trying to tell me that that isn't worth $2 a month? Yeah, you're probably right. Now it's time for the larger bases, and to start us off we have the Bread Loaf. This starter is definitely more meant for a duo since it isn't the largest, but it still offers a bunch of storage room, space for a tier 3, locker, and a few furnaces. To start this one off, build a square with a triangle off of it and surround it with walls, placing a double door frame here. In the triangle, build a half-height triangle floor frame and place your TC in the middle, sealing it with a window. After that, place 3 boxes on the ground like this. Next, build a triangle, square, like that, and fill in the void that's left with 2 triangles. Place a wall here and build your airlock. Then build up the rest of the walls and leave the inner door frame and roof of the airlocked wood to make it easy to expand later. Build a shelf in this square loot room and place 4 double door frames in the remaining slots. You can put your workbench right against this wall with 2 furnaces on either side of it. Until you get garage doors, I suggest only having double doors in these 2 wall frames, because it just makes it a little bit easier to get around the base, and it also acts as another airlock. In the main loot room, build a square floor off of the TC and place the rest of the boxes. Finally, bags can go on the ground in front of the workbench, and you can fit a locker right against this wall so that it's flush with the door frame. To expand this base, you can do as we did with the Clam. Honeycomb it, plug one of the doors with a vending machine, soft side the wooden parts of the airlock, and start expanding upwards. Next is the Egg. This one's a duo trio base with room for a tier 3, a bunch of storage, and up to 3 furnaces. To build this one, place down a square and then 3 triangle foundations like this. Place a double door frame on the square and surround the rest with walls. In the single triangle, build a half-height floor frame and place your TC in the middle, and then seal it with a window. Build a shelf on the other 2 triangles and place down 4 large boxes. Open the door and build a square and 3 triangles, basically mirroring the shape you built earlier to create this symmetrical egg shape. Seal the walls and build the airlock, leaving the roof above it wooden as well as the inner door frame to allow for future expansion. In these two triangles, build another 4-box loot room. Place your workbench against this wall with the furnace next to it, and on the other side you can place 2 more furnaces and 2 more large boxes in front of them. Though I would change the orientation of one of the large boxes to make it perpendicular so that you can more easily get into that square. In the rest of the slots, place double door frames, and finally bags can go in the middle, and you're done. As for expansion, for this base, I'm honestly just going to do what I've been doing so far. I'm just a fan of the vending machine door plug thing. So honeycomb it, soft side it, vending machine it, expand up, go crazy. But I don't know. I'm just giving you ideas. You can expand however the hell you want. Go crazy, make a long base. For the final starter, we have the crystal. This one is by far the largest, so it should be able to easily accommodate a trio, if not a quad. It has 3 loot rooms, plenty of space for sleeping bags, a tier 3, room for furnaces, and even a locker. To start this one off, build a 1x1 with a double door frame on one side and place your TC in the corner. In front of the door, place a triangle and 2 more squares off of it. Then connect all the squares together with triangles so it looks something like this. Place a wall here and then 2 door frames, leaving the outside one wooden. Then build your walls. Leave the triangle next to the airlock wood to allow for expansion. You can place your 3 furnaces under the wooden triangle and then close it off with a double door. After that, build half-height shelves in the 3 loot rooms, place down your boxes, and then build wall frames in the remaining slots. Place your workbench against this wall, and then a locker next to the airlock. Finally, place your bags down in the middle, and you're done. To expand this one, soft side the wooden airlock and replace it with a wall. Then replace this door with a vending machine. And then finally soft side the wooden roof above the furnaces and expand upwards. Obviously honeycomb it, do whatever, upgrade. And there it is, 5 uncommon starter bases that hopefully will give you some inspiration to build something other than a 2x1 or a 2x2. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to let me know by either commenting or leaving a like. And if you didn't like the video, I don't know why you watched to the end, but please let me know what I can do better in the future. Subscribe if you want to see more content from me, and other than that, thank you for watching, and I'm doing a nut reveal at 10K. Love you guys.